So boxer shorts came second on our list behind cuddly toys, but we thought boxer shorts would be, a bit more fun to make and be much more appealing to people. Well, the Midland Bank originally gave us a £35 loan, which was paid to the enterprise scheme for the registration fee, and then we issued shares to people, family, friends, and generally people around the school, and we sold them in groups of 4 for £1, so 25 pence each.
Were people willing to take part, join in?
Yeah, they were. Lots of friends and families just dying to buy them, right now.
And what about yourselves? Do you get paid a salary or what?
No, we don't get paid a salary, but at the end of the year, after we've paid the dividends to the shareholders, whatever profit we've made, we might go out and celebrate or something.
We're doing very well. The store's only been open for 10 minutes and we've sold 7 pairs already. People keep asking us how well Fisher and what enterprises are doing. I just tell them tremendously, because we are.
How much of a profit have you made so far?
Well, we've actually achieved the target, which was £119, so that we could pay the shareholders back their money, and from now on, whatever we produce is pure profit.
Once a young enterprise company has made its money, it's time to take it to the bank. And luckily, here at this school, well, we haven't got to go that far. It's right here on the premises. And right now, I've got an appointment to see the bank manager. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, Keith Chegwin. Nice to meet you.
Good morning.
Right, now, look, I want to open an account, and I want you to convince me why I shouldn't just keep my money under the mattress.
Well, if you keep your money under the mattress, it's not going to earn any interest. But if you open an account, you're earning interest on your money while you're saving it, so you're gaining benefits.
If I put £1 in, what do I get?
Well, for your £1, you get the number 1 folder, and you get paper and pen for your schoolwork, and you get your little card with your name and your address on. And when you save £15 with us, you'll get your free gifts.
You're just trying to get my money, aren't you?
Yeah.
How does the bank work? How can I use it?
Oh, you come into us on a Friday, which is when we open.
Best money.
And you bring your money to us, filled in your book. And then the cashier will check your money and then tick it off and pass it on to the ledger clerk. The ledger clerk writes it down in our book. And then at the end of the day, we cash up and send the money off down to the Midland Bank.
Hi, Paul. Busy beavering away there. What do you actually do here?
Well, I put all these savings accounts onto the computer so we can recall them at any time.
And what about if I was to open an account? How does it work then?
Well, firstly, I'd go into the savings account section, then I would open a new account for you.
Oh, here we go. Opening an account. Keith Chegwin.
Date of birth or account number?
Account number.
And I'll save your account onto the computer.
There you go. That's my £1 in the machine, is it?
Yep.
What else do you use it for, then?
We can print single statements out and send them to everybody every month to let them know how they're faring.
Oh, give us an idea of how that works, then. This is the old printer. Right, well, before I give you my £1, have you got anything I can take with me? Some information or stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Great. Thank you. Yeah, some of that. Some of those. Nearly left out the leaflet, you know. Right, well, let's see what the rest of the banks have got to offer.
Money. Think about the money. It's a life of luxury, my son. Money. It's a life of luxury. Think about the money. 200,000 or 300,000 pounds. Think about the money. Imagine what you could do with it. $50 billion a year. Imagine what you could do with it.
Right, well, I've done my tour of the banks and building societies, so let's have a look and see what we've got. Oop. Right, here we go. Look at this. Loads of information on how to open a bank account. What's that? Help manage your pocket money and part-time pay. Big personal file there. Quite nice, loads of pages. Personal organiser. It's quite posh, isn't it? Very neat. Look at this, more information on how to open a bank account. There's even magazines, everything you can think of. Oh, little mummy pig. That's quite nice, isn't it? I'll keep that one. Stickers. Oh, we've got everything down here. Another personal file, quite like that. What's this? Oh, a mug. Little balloon as well. Save that till later. More leaflets, more information. T-shirts. Came across quite a lot of T-shirts. Right about my size, that really, isn't it? Another personal file down here. One thing I did find, a lot of balloons. Plenty of balloons there. More personal files, more leaflets, loads of things. Oh, look, another pig. I think that must be Sister. Doesn't look like Mummy Pig, does it? That's Mummy Pig down there. These are quite good. Little boxes for collecting money in. Plenty of those. Where are we? Is your friend worth £2? I don't know. Let me put that down there. Cuddly toy. Another mug with Mickey Mouse on. Oh, what's that? Stickers for the car. A little extra help. Oh, another pig. Pigs are very popular, aren't they?
Never mind the free gifts. Of course, there's something in it for the banks too. While your money is with them, they're actually lending it out to other people for mortgages, cars, new businesses, that summer holiday in the Seychelles. Of course, these borrowers have to repay more than the original amount. So, with this extra money, the bank can afford to pay you interest and still earn a tidy profit for itself.
For the summer holidays, a camera. Oh, another pig. Daddy pig. Look, I'll tell you what, it would take me more than a week to wade through this lot and explain it all. I think the only advice that I can give you is shop around a bit. Have a look around and see who offers the best deal. In the meantime, I've got to get all this back. Oh, hang on. Found another pig.
I save my money in my piggy bank and I put it towards my model railways, which I have up in my bedroom.
I get £1.50 pocket money, and when I get my money, I just go straight down to the shop and buy all sweets with it.
Don't really spend it on much. I just put it in my money box and save it up. And then when I see something in the shop, I don't have to save up for it. I can just buy it because I've got enough money already.
I buy sweets and sometimes things for school.
So what exactly do most of you spend your money on? We found the most popular purchases were clothes, records and sweets. Sweets are popular for all age groups, but as you get older and have more money, you double the amount of clothes and records that you buy. Children have a total of £1 billion to spend each year. We went to EMI Records and asked Tony Wadsworth if he recognised this buying power.
I think that with pop music being predominantly a teenage appeal sort of market, we can't not recognise that. And in fact, we've done a bit of research recently and we found that 50% of the money that's actually spent on music as a whole is spent by teenagers, people under the age of 19. So that's 50% is obviously a very important chunk, so we've got to address that market very seriously. And the whole thing about selling anything is to make it as attractive as possible to the people that you're selling to. And so, yeah, we use little gimmicks and incentives to make our records more attractive. We'll do limited editions that have, say, a free set of badges on there or stickers, or a record that instead of having a normal singles bag has got a poster bag wrapped around it.
Children have a limited amount of money, perhaps £2 a week. You're competing against clothes manufacturers, sweet manufacturers. Are you aware of that?
Yeah. I think that instead of just clothes and sweets, though, as being competitors lately, we've seen the advent of videos and computer games and so much more of a range of things for kids to actually spend that small amount of money on.
Not all your money comes from spending money. As you can see from our chart, the left-hand pile of coins is the average pocket money you get per week, and the right-hand pile of coins is the amount you've earned for yourself. Of course, as you get older, not only does the amount of money you get a week increase, but also the proportion of it that you've earned from working. So what do you think about work? And what sort of jobs do you do?
I work for hairdressers in Disbury Village, and I work Saturdays from 8:15 in the morning till about 3 o'clock. That's the last appointment.
I work at Asda on a Saturday. I work from 10 till 8, and it ruins my social life on a Saturday night, but it doesn't really exist at the moment anyways. And I get £1.90 an hour.
Well, nobody really knows how many children are working, but some estimates range between about 1 million and 2 million. What we're talking about is 4 out of every 10 children of school age have some sort of job, normally a part-time job. Some of them are working full-time as well.
And what sort of jobs do they do?
Children are doing the whole range of jobs, every sort of job you can imagine, everything that adults do and that children do. The most important ones, of course, are the newspaper rounds, shop work, hairdressing, working on farms, working in factories. You name it, children are doing it. They're a major part of the workforce of this country.
How much can these children be earning then?
Very often, they're working for a pittance. We're talking about rates of pay of sometimes 30, 40, 50 pence an hour. And given that many of those children are actually working in jobs normally done by adults, that means they are being used as a source of cheap labour. At the same time, there are some children who are earning a very nice little number indeed.
What jobs aren't children allowed to do?
Children are not allowed to work on construction sites or in factories. They're not allowed to work with dangerous machinery. They're not allowed to lift heavy loads. And if you look at some of the newspaper rounds nowadays, people dragging around the Sunday newspapers, they're probably in many cases well above the legal limit of what children can carry. And of course there are certain hours that children are not allowed to work. You can't work more than 2 hours on a school day. And you shouldn't work before 7 o'clock in the morning or after 7 o'clock at night. The laws are on the statute book for the very good reason that children are at risk.
But as Chris said, some children are earning a lot of money. To find out what the high life's really like, we tracked a famous film star down to his lair, not in Beverly Hills, but in Rochdale. Not so much Hollywood as Lindenwood.
Listen to me carefully. You go down the end here, and you turn left, and you go to the main road, and you turn right, and you go down, you cross over at the crossing, wait for the lights to change, and then you go in the underground station, and you buy 2 50p tickets, and you wait for me inside the barrier by the lifts. By the lifts, and you don't move. Now, go on.
How much do you make out of something like that? Come on, let's go. Real nitty-gritty now.
About off the film, I think I ended up with about 4,000 and that.
And did you think that was quite a lot? Or do you?
I did then. Now, when I look back on it, no.
And what do you do with your money? I mean, do you go out and have lavish meals or...
Actually, I don't like spending it. I hate spending money, but I like spending other people's money. That doesn't bother me at all. The only time I spent a lot of the stuff that I've earned is after the film.
What do you see for the future? What's the future hold?
Well, I'm doing a second series of Gruey, that's a kids' programme. And then from then on, I hope I get as much work as possible.
Come on, we've only got till Wednesday. Make your minds up.
I've made my mind up. Starsky and Hutch.
Cagney and Lacey. I want to be a girl detective.
Well, I don't.
Why can't we just have one of each?
Starsky and Lacey.
Cagney and Hutch.
What about me? Cagney, Hutch and Dempsey.
Who pays best? Is it the BBC or the big production?
Is this for BBC?
Yeah.
It's BBC, definitely. I always say that I like working for the BBC, and after, I think, September, I've got all my days to get back again, so if you'd just like to give me any jobs, I'm here and I'm smile like this, see?
Another job which is supposedly full of young people earning fabulous amounts of money is computer programming. To find out if all we've heard is true, we went to Ocean Software in Manchester to meet one of their new whiz kids.
There's usually 2 people on a project for a game. There's a programmer and a graphic designer. I'm the graphic designer, and everything you see on the screen is what I do. I draw that.
So you draw all those pictures?
Yeah.
Now, the all-important question, how much money do you earn?
About 8 grand a year, plus there's usually a bonus at the end of the year.
Now, that's a lot of money. How long have you been here then?
Year and 8 months now.
So you're around about 16 when you left home?
That's it, yeah.
Is it true to say there are a lot of 13 and 14-year-old whiz-kids earning a fortune?
Not really, no. I think there was at the beginning. You know, the beginning about 84, 85, something like that, but there's none anymore.
Do your friends think you're a millionaire?
Well, they did at first, you know, loads of money and creak when the wallet opens. And, but you soon tell them, and you tell them what you have to spend your money on, and they soon know.
How much money do you think you would need to be rich? How much money?
200 quid.
200 quid? And if you had £200, what would you buy?